Welcome back. Welcome back to the Crypto Report, everybody. I am Crypto Kip. Today, guys, we are seeing some big buys, some big inflows after a scary time in the market for some. For me, my partner, not as much, right? We live with the charts just like you do, but we've also been in this market since 2016, and this is all in the natural order of things. Seeing the price action on Bitcoin over the last week or really, over the last 3 months, seeing the price action along with the chat going on Twitter, the mainstream media articles we're seeing about Germany selling off their Bitcoin here, replace Germany for China in this bull market. It seems there is always some FUD. There are always retracements in crypto, but it seems like there are always buyers to come back and continue these bull markets that we've seen historically on these 4-year cycles, which up until this point and even until today, it has not changed. It has not changed at all. So I've got a couple stories to go through with you guys today. We'll look at some of the biggest losers, biggest gainers on the day. We will also look at the inflows from these ETFs, what's going on there, and more sell-offs from the German government, followed by big buyers, which I want to discuss. And then we've also got just a couple other stories to kind of go through. One very interesting one. Stick around to the end to hear it. Just kind of a unique little take on maybe why cryptocurrency is more important than it's ever been before, bringing us back to the roots of DeFi is essential. This is a new market, a whole new economy, essentially, and something that's very vital. So I'm going to share that story with you towards the end of this stream. In the meantime, welcome back. Welcome back, guys. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Now, I did put a couple things in the chat. One, I put out a poll on our YouTube stream asking you guys very simply, is there ever going to be a time that Bitcoin breaks back down below $50,000 ever again? Is that ever going to happen again? Yes or no in the comments section on that poll, or just put yes or no in the chat. Then the other thing is I've got some links for you guys if you want to sign up for a new and upcoming not KYC required exchange, Blowfin. That is there for you as well. Free sign up money when you check it out, deposit a little bit of money. So that's pinned in the link for the stream as well. Welcome back, guys. Get a little sip of water, and then let's get into this thing. So it has been a time of patience. There is no doubt about it for these markets. Right now, guys, let me just go ahead and pull up the screen. This fear and greed index is still historically very, very low. And so what we're going to get into later is the Bitcoin ETFs, BlackRock, Fidelity, the big players at the table. They're buying the dip. And so just to think about it and zoom out a little bit, guys, what you have to remember is it's a saying that is talked about all the time in crypto: follow the whales, follow the smart money, right? When you see the dumb money doing one thing, you want to do the other. When you see the smart money doing one thing, that's basically what you want to follow in suit, because the smart money knows what's up. Now, who is the smart money these days? Well, it is the ETFs. They know something that we don't know. But I'm going to argue today that we do know the thing that the ETFs know. They're just making smarter moves because they're the smart money. They have a lot of the money. They have a lot more time allocated into the research, a lot more money allocated into the research around cryptocurrencies. And they know, just like we know here on this channel, that a parabolic bull market is not canceled. In fact, it is still on schedule, perfectly on schedule. We've got about 400 days left in this bull market, as I've talked about so many times in the past. And I really do believe that, and we'll go through exactly, the details on that as we kind of go through this stream. So, shout out to a couple people in the chat real quick. Shout out to BSS. Shout out to World Pain saying 54. He wants to touch down to 54K and then back up to 65. Okay, let's see. Shout out to Anth Crow. What's good? How's it going, HC? Good to see you in the chat. Hope all is well with you, my friend. Let's get into some of the stories, though. So first off, let's look at some of the top gainers and top losers. Now, there's a coin that we've talked about quite a bit on this channel, and it is very much related to Bitcoin. In fact, it enables the decentralized economy on top of Bitcoin specifically, and it is called Stacks, and it was down to $1.30 recently. I put out a video. Not a lot of people watched it. A lot of people don't watch the Stacks videos. I'm confused why. I guess it's just, maybe the keyword isn't popular yet, but I do believe that Stacks and Bitcoin DeFi is going to be a trending category. Maybe it won't make it up to the top of this list. I believe that it will. Maybe it won't, but at the very least, it will provide tremendous gains in the future of this bull market. And if you bought it at $1.30 recently, well, guess what? The top gainer on the day. Pat yourself on the backs, my friends. It is Stacks. I told you so. And that's kind of what we tend to do here on this channel quite frequently. Quite frequently, we have a lot of beautiful predictions that end up coming true. Stacks is certainly one that we are looking to accumulate this thing and continue to accumulate it, because when this bull market truly takes off, this token in particular was at $3.80. And I think this thing can go upwards of $20 at some point in this bull market because of the amount of money that is in Bitcoin and can naturally flow into the Bitcoin DeFi ecosystem. And this blockchain is basically verified by the Bitcoin. The Stacks transactions are verified in Bitcoin blocks. It has the same finality as a Bitcoin block. Look that up, guys. Dig into the details. There's a Nakamoto upgrade coming later this year. And so that was a tremendous opportunity to buy the dip, which we talked about here on this channel. You've got a couple meme coins coming back today, and you have Jasmy coming back today as well, another token we've been talking about, which touched down to exactly the levels that I talked about. And just to show you guys another one that I got exactly right here, we saw the breakout point. It came back down, touched the support, and guess what? Touched it exactly. I mean, I didn't make up these lines. These lines go back to when it was breaking out here. I had these lines drawn out. I had this touch point drawn out. It could not have touched this line more perfectly right here on these daily candle closes. And then it touched back down on this exact trend line, which was essentially the breakout point for Jasmy coin. And we are finding support right there. And I bet you this is a fantastic time to long Jasmy. Now, not financial advice, but if you guys do want to trade this coin, you could leverage trade this on Blowfin. Sign up using our link down below. If you want to trade something else like Stacks, you can trade that on Blowfin. You can trade a lot of these tokens on Blowfin, which is another exchange for you guys to use. Again, no KYC required. But there are a lot of coins that have been falling lately that are coming back. Obviously Stacks, obviously Jasmy. You got Phantom Ortiz coming back a little bit, still down over the last 7 days. A lot of coins are coming back today. But a lot of coins are also down today. So what's down specifically? Well, today it is the Solana coins. Why? Because yesterday, well, actually it was yesterday, 2 days ago now, we had the Solana ETF hype that was building it up. What happens, guys? I'll tell you this. It's so easy. It's so easy. Buy the rumor, sell the news events. When the rumor comes out, it is the news is breaking that, oh, hey, the Solana ETF forms, the S1 filings were submitted with the SEC. Now people are going to start buying those Solana coins as they pump up. Well, guess what? The news kind of fizzled out, and then sell the news. Eventually, there's a sell-off. So a little bit of a buy the rumor, sell the news. Buy the rumor, sell the news can happen in many ways. The rumor is that the ETF is going to get approved, but we still have not had that ETF get approved, and it's going to be a long time, 240 days. And so we're going to have several probably buy the rumor, sell the news events off this Solana ETF proposal that is out, that is pending over the next 240 days. Maybe it's going to get approved in March, but again, maybe you bought Jupiter yesterday and you got caught in the hype and you're down today. I still think that Jupiter, dog with hat, a lot of the big memes and Solana, all these have a lot more upside in my opinion. The big ones, the good ones, at least the ones that are going to stick around, at least when Bitcoin goes into its parabolic bull market, I think that ecosystem is going to thrive, especially knowing that there is a Solana ETF coming eventually, probably, and an Ethereum ETF is definitely coming, possibly within the next week or two. So we'll keep an eye on that. Again, I'm focused on this overall market cap in this bigger picture, and anything that I look at in the meantime is just to measure kind of the sentiment in the short term and whether it is a temporary good buying opportunity. And regardless, before we break all-time highs for the total market cap, I think that there is just overall fantastic buying opportunities. Cronos is down a little bit today as well. Bonk is down. Hedera is down. But the market is definitely trying to find its legs, trying to find a recovery. Now, here looking at the monthly returns for Bitcoin, we are doing that summer lull activity. if you guys just take a peek here, you will see that most of the red things happen in these time frames, anywhere from April, May, June, and July. Historically, in bull markets, they can be a little bit bumpy. Now, August, a little bit more bearish than bullish usually. So could it be the opposite, right? All of a sudden, when everybody thinks one thing is going to happen, can the opposite happen? Well, that tends to happen a lot in crypto. But I will say this, guys. I will say this. Again, historically, we look at the bottoms to the tops for Bitcoin. And if you go from the bottom of the bear market to the top of the bull market, it's about 1,070 days. You can go back to every bull market for the past like 2 at least, and you can see it's about a 1,000-day bull run. Right now, we're at about day 600, specifically looking at the very lowest low right there to where we are today. Boom, it's day 594. I say we got a little over 400 days left in this bull market, most likely, and that's what I'm looking for. Shout out to Servando Estrada in the chat. Shout out to you. Happy Wednesday, my brother. Shout out to Crypto West, a fantastic YouTuber out there building up a beautiful channel, doing the work. Love to see it, man. I had a great time in that space the other day. Keep pinging me whenever you got a space. I'll try to hop in when I can. Ant Crow just says, I recently bought some stacks and looking to move some positions and build a bigger bag over time. See, and that's a great statement too, because build a bigger bag over time. DCA, dollar cost average, over time to build a bag. Don't have to do it all at once. We can just do it measured over time. I had to get a little bit more water. So, just DCAing, guys, is a fantastic strategy. And maybe some people just want to DCA into Bitcoin and Ethereum. And I get it. Fine. That's safe. That's secure. But there is going to be tremendous gains on some of these altcoins. Jasmine, I've had my eye on. Toncoin, we've been talking more about. I got to do some more digging into that ecosystem still. Caspa, very bullish on that one. Obviously, we're bullish on Cronos on this channel. I think it's going to be a big banger at the end of the bull market. Big explosion. Welsh is a nice meme on Stacks that I'm bullish on. So as Stacks is recovering today, so is Welsh a little bit. So we're looking at all these different ecosystems. And right now, Solana as well with this ETF coming up is just hanging out in a nice, beautiful range. So looking at, maybe, hey, August, bearish, bullish, who cares? What we know, guys, is that there is about 400 days left in this bull market. And so August, September, October, November, December, we're going all the way basically until October of next year. Okay. That is what history shows us. Now, do we have to do that? No, we do not have to do that. But right now we are seeing a couple red months, 3 out of the last 4 months so far. July is red. 3 out of the last 4 months are red. We are due for some green. We had a beautiful start to the year and a beautiful finish to 2023. I mean, guys, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 green months in a row. And now everybody's getting bent out of shape just because we're having healthy retracements. I like that people are getting bent out of shape right now, because the more that happens, the more we're kind of resetting this market and giving ourselves more of an opportunity to go bullish. I have stayed bullish. I have had fears of a 52K test. I've talked about the possibility of a $40,000 Bitcoin, but every time I brought it up, I said, I don't even want to go there because it's not even relevant till it is. And I don't expect it to go there. Could it? Sure. Should it? No. Right? We've had a 27% crash from the highs for Bitcoin. And so that's very healthy. I'm looking for a move up soon. Can it happen around this Ethereum ETF? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. And I did put that pinned poll out for you guys. I want to know what your thoughts are. Can Bitcoin ever break below $50,000 again? I am very curious what your thoughts are on that. So let me know. Crypto West having a space Friday at 10 a.m. I will try to check it out. I think I'll be able to. Yes, I can. I will be there. Crypto West, I'll be at your space 10 a.m. on Friday. Thanks for the shout out. Billy Herburn says, it doesn't matter when it's down. They will walk it back to 15K. Doesn't matter when it's down. They will walk it back. You're telling me, Billy Bilburn, do you think this thing's going back to $15,000? That would be shocking to me. I will give you one thing on that, Billy. The only thing I have any reason that something like that could be possible is all of a sudden if these institutions play games like we've never seen before, because it is a little scary that the big institutions do own this much, though I think it's more exciting than it is scary, because I look at it like kind of like an arms race, to be honest with you. John316 in the chat, blessings to you, my friend. Smash the like button, says John316. Agreed. You got to smash that like button. It helps the channel in the algorithm tremendously. And we're putting in a lot of work, guys. A lot of work for you guys every single day on this channel. A lot of work. If you look at what's going on here in these markets, we are having the liquidations cool off a little bit over the last couple of days. As we have seen a lot going on, a lot going on. Now, what I want to share with you guys is this: CoinShares is noting $441 million rebound in the crypto investment inflows last week. Well, very easy to track that because just look at the amount of money that's coming in with these Bitcoin ETFs. Now, we've had a lot of interesting fear lately. It's this whole German government. I've done 3 YouTube shorts on this in the last 3 days. I mean, honestly, for the last week, I've just been talking about Germany, and I never thought I'd say the name Germany so many times, especially when it had to do with crypto. But all of a sudden, all the countries around the world are starting to talk about crypto. Some of them have it, some of them don't. Some of them have a lot of it, some of them have a little, but everybody's starting to talk about it. So the German government started with $3.6 billion worth of crypto, and now they've been selling it off like crazy. Today, they moved another $638 million to various exchanges to sell these off, which is very, very interesting. At the same time, we've got inflows coming in, right? These Bitcoin ETFs, 654 million in inflows over the last 3 trading days. This completely cancels out this sell-off that the German government is doing. Crypto West in the chat says Germany still has $1.3 billion worth of Bitcoin. Hopefully they don't sell, he says. And I say, hopefully they do, honestly, because you know what? Then maybe we can buy it up. Or if they do, you know, whatever. Because at the end of the day, Crypto West, I hear what you're saying, but look who's buying it up. I mean, it's getting bought up. I don't love that it's all BlackRock buying it up and all these ETFs, but it's not just them, right? It's their clients. It's their clients too. It's not just BlackRock. It's their clients as well. So these are, institutional investors, not specifically BlackRock, but buying through BlackRock, right? So even if there's sell-offs, right, I'd rather get rid of the paper hands now rather than these guys trying to dump it as we're hitting highs again. So dump it while it's weak. And the fact that they've been dumping this Bitcoin while Bitcoin has been quote unquote weak is just awesome to me. I mean, it's just awesome that Germany's been selling these up. The German sell-offs and the Mt. Gox fear and a ton of greedy leverage traders to the upside is what drove us down below this range. This range I've been tracking for a while. It was a great range. I've been enjoying watching this range just get touched perfectly for the longest time. I mean, we've been tracking this really since it started in this range all the way. I mean, it's been like, it stayed in the range for 129 days. Guys, that's a third of a year. That's a third of a year. It's over a third of a year. And then just in the last, in the last month, we've had all this fear of Mt. Gox sell-offs, Germany. And yeah, we dipped down, but that was just some liquidations, right? That was just some healthy liquidations. I mean, unhealthy for the people who got liquidated. If you are leverage trading, please be careful, guys. You can lose a lot of money very quickly. You can also make a tremendous amount of money very quickly. What if you shorted Bitcoin as it broke through the support, right? Maybe you waited till it really broke through the support. You had a quick move down. You got to make these moves quick, though. I mean, these markets, they're very volatile because everybody's trying to stop out those leverage traders. That's exactly what happens every time these liquidations occur, and they shoot right back up. And then sometimes they continue the sell-off or, the opposite direction. But this is all a healthy move. I think that the fact that Germany's been selling off their Bitcoin and Mt. Gox fears were mounting, and we have the liquidations, and we're still holding at 57K. That's a miracle to me. I mean, not a miracle. I mean, that's amazing to me. That is the power of Bitcoin is what it is. And again, nothing has changed about the bull market. We're 600 days into this thing. We got 400 days left. Sell-offs are natural. I mean, I have these red levels drawn at, 52K, 48K, and then 42K as possible levels to touch. Even if we do touch those levels, and again, I don't like to focus on the $40,000 range. Those are just more buying opportunities, in my opinion. The bull market is not canceled. We just got to keep looking at what's going on. Ethereum ETF is coming out. Now, I'm going to come out and make a theory that, let's forget about the German government for a second. Let's say, okay, well, why is BlackRock and the ETFs buying so much Bitcoin right now? Well, there's a couple reasons why, in my mind. One, because they're smart. And when you see the fear and greed index down at 40, This is a buying opportunity. Smart money's buying, so should we. That's why on the thumbnail today, I have buy. That's why I have it on the thumbnail today. Buy. Because even though the German government is selling, the institutions are buying. 216 million inflows yesterday, 654 million or less 3 days alone. And they're doing it because, one, the fear and greed index is low. Two, because this Ethereum ETF is going to get approved, and it's going to get approved very soon. And right now, one of the best way for the institutions to probably get in to the market and get exposure to the possible upside from the Ethereum ETF and get exposure to the possible upside from the Ethereum ETF, not buying cryptocurrencies per se, but buying the spot Bitcoin ETF instead, which so many institutions think is so safe. You know, I have a good friend of mine, and I told you guys the story already, but I'm going to repeat it again because it's important to note for this point. He messaged me only about crypto only when the ETFs went live. He said, well, what do you think about these crypto ETFs? And the institutions that are buying these Bitcoin ETFs are thinking the same way. When the ETFs got launched, that's a regulatory green light. That is a buying zone. That is a buying signal, should I say, for these ETFs. And now there's no Ethereum ETF yet, but it's coming. So how can we front run the news, right? Says the institution, says BlackRock, says all these ETFs that are accumulating like crazy right now. Well, they're buying the Bitcoin ETFs. That's how they're front running the news. And so they see the sell-offs, but they see the news that's coming, and they know, just like we know, that Bitcoin has a lot of bull market left. Historically, the Bitcoin halving always comes and then goes, and then we have a bull market, and it lasts about 1,000 days. So smart money's buying. Are you? And if you are, let me know what you're buying in the comments down below because I'm curious, and we'll do a little Q&A here in a second. But one more point that I want to share with you guys. Cryptocurrency's future is so bright. Warren Buffett hates crypto, but this is an interesting story posted by a crypto account watcher guru. Billionaire Warren Buffett says he could end the United States deficit problem in 5 minutes. Now, that's a bold claim. Well, how would you do it, Warren Buffett? You 90-year-old you. He says, and by the way, you've been around for 90 years. How come you didn't suggest this before, right? He says, you just pass a law that says anytime there's a deficit of more than 3% of GDP, all sitting members of Congress are ineligible for re-election. I'll give him credit. This is a genius idea. I'll take the credit away. How come you haven't talked about this before? Probably because you have friends in politics, and, you know, maybe you're getting old, and maybe now you're finally starting to see the change in the tides. You're starting to see how things are changing. And probably, Warren Buffett, you're a smart enough guy. You see that the deficit is becoming a problem that is totally unsolvable. And so now you are presenting a solution, probably the only solution that would actually work. Honestly, it's a genius idea. But do you think this is ever going to fly? Yeah. Okay. Just pass a law that says that anytime there's a deficit of more than 3% of GDP, all sitting members of Congress are ineligible for re-election. Well, could that law ever be put into place? No. Why? Because who makes the laws? Congress. And Congress, are they going to want to be ineligible for re-election? If, no, because they're not incentivized to care about any of this. They're incentivized to spend and go and make money for their own personal interests and the interests of the people that buy and pay for their party, their candidacy, their whoever, left, right, center, up, down. I don't care. Politicians are politicians. 99% of them are bought and paid for, if not 100% of them. And this is a great idea. Now, the reason I'm talking about this on my crypto channel is because, Black Sea and I talk about this all the time. Decentralization is much better, and Bitcoin is much better than this dollar that is getting inflated in a way where you can barely afford your groceries or your gas at the gas tank anymore. And so this is the deal, guys. We are never going to see this happen, okay? We're never going to see Congress pass a law like this because they want to stay in power. Those that are in power want to keep their power. That's how it works, and that's why things are going the wrong direction. Generally, in this country, some people would say, I would say that, specifically talking about the deficit and the financial side of things for the country and the cost of living specifically. Other than that, I love our country, but These things, guys, are not solvable in any easy way. So why don't we just have a whole new asset class? Why don't we just have a whole new economy, a decentralized economy, one that is fair, one that is transparent, one that is Bitcoin and other blockchain technologies where it's not this manipulation where we turn on our magical money printer and we keep having this deficit and it never gets solved and there's no hope out. We got to change it up. Crypto's the way. Even Warren Buffett sees that, though he will call Bitcoin rat poison. The solution is either this or cryptocurrency and a whole new system. And Warren Buffett won't acknowledge the latter. Instead, he will just acknowledge the former. And this is fun. This is a good publicity statement for him because it's never going to happen. I laugh because why has he never suggested this before? That's crazy to me. Crypto West says markets will recover soon enough. I strongly believe that we will have a big bounce around U.S. elections. I agree, Crypto West, 100%. In fact, we could get it before then. I wouldn't be surprised at all. But October, November, December, I'm very bullish, very, very bullish for October, November, December. Very, very bullish. Legacy Legendsman says if the Solana ETF approval, then it is game on. Yeah, I agree. And we're probably going to get that. I don't know, maybe around that winter time, honestly. The 240-day window ends, I guess, in March for those ETFs for Solana. So we might see them, push it out all the way to the deadline, but maybe they do it early, especially after this Ethereum ETF comes along. I think the Ethereum ETF has been proposed, under 240 days ago, right? I think it's been like, I wonder how long it's been since they were the S1 filings from does anybody have that in the chat? When was the initial submission for the Ethereum ETFs? Does somebody have that in the chat? Maybe I could pull it up here in the stream real quick. When was the first S1 filing submitted for Ethereum ETFs? Yeah, it's hard to find that. If somebody finds that, let me know. I don't want to, waste a bunch of time there. Elweed Padre says, hey, Kip, are you bullish on Cronos memes, Mary Ryoshi? Well, my friend, I own a lot of Mary token myself. Personally, that's not financial advice. It's just a fact. I do. I own a lot of Mary. It is right now the number 2 meme on Cronos, and this ecosystem's down to flat right now. Mary's up a little bit, pushes up a little bit. But yeah, I mean, I'm waiting for, look, when this overall market cap, comes, and roars and melts faces and breaks to new highs, 3 trillion turns to 4 trillion, 4 trillion turns to 5 to 10 trillion, and we get billions and trillions of dollars to flow into the space. Bitcoin's going to rip. Ethereum's going to rip. Stacks is going to rip. Solana's going to rip. Jasmy's going to rip. Crow's going to rip. Everything's going to rip. Everything's going to pump. That's good and relevant. Likely all these coins that I just talked about are going to pump. And then likely a lot of the big memes like Pepe, like Welsh. And then, of course, in the Cronos ecosystem, I would expect the big memes, at least Mary, Ka, maybe some of the others, maybe Ryoshi, maybe some of these others will pump as well. So I don't want to speak to specifically any one, but I will tell you this. Generally, guys, when a crypto bull market truly occurs, just look back. Look back at what happened. Again, we go back over here to the data and we go to the percentage returns and we look at, what were your bags doing in October, November, December, January, February, March? If you were not making money in October, November, December, January, February, March, and you were not able to have a win, then you are not doing crypto the right way. We had great success in October, November, December, January, February, March with our personal portfolios being Black Sea. And I think a lot of people on our channel have had success as well, because we're tapping into a bunch of ecosystems. We are doing the research on a variety of tokens, on a variety of ecosystems. And when the overall market pumps, those little ecosystems, not a lot of money needs to pour into them to produce tremendous gains. And that's exactly what we have with the Cronos ecosystem. The Cronos ecosystem is still very small. You look at these little memes here, and I say little because $7 million market cap is very small. Even Crow with Knife, a $45 million market cap is very small, relatively speaking, especially when you compare it to the likes of, let's just say, a Dog with Hat, which is at a $1.6 billion market cap, right? Not to say these things are going to get to those levels. You never know. But these things are very small compared to everything. And there's so many opportunities in crypto, my friends. So many opportunities in crypto. Shout out to SVSSF. Hello to you. Talking about the daddy token. Which one? Andrew Tate, probably. How you doing with that? Is that one doing well? Let's see what his token's doing. Let's see what it's doing. We've been talking about that a little bit on the channel. Hanging on decently. And I do expect this token's probably going to have another pump at some point when this market takes off again. Who knows? Maybe even, let's see, like the GME coin. How's the GME thing doing? GME is holding on decently. There was another one. I've got a cousin who's in Roaring Kitty coin. Let's see what Roaring Kitty coin's doing. Hanging in there. Ooh, kind of tough. I think I know where he got in. Hopefully this thing does better for my cousin there. I did not get into this coin, but this is Roaring Kitty. Playoff Roaring Kitty. It's only a $3 million market cap coin. Shocking. Not shocking at all. Other things that are pumping today. Look at the trenders. Toncoin's trending today. Pepe is trending today. It's like the Chinese Pepe. I don't know where it came from, but I did see Jake Gagan talking about it a lot, and here it is pumping. Very interesting. It came out of nowhere. Just as some meme coins do, right? Who knows if this thing keeps going or not? We'll have to see. Very interesting to see that on CoinGecko, the trending categories are a little different. Galaxy Digital's portfolio. Galaxy Digital is Mike Novogratz firm, right? He's an institutional guy. He's a hedge fund guy, a crypto hedge fund, essentially. Data availability and Internet of Things. You'll probably see Jasmy up there. Boom. There's Jasmy today trending. Yep. VeChain, another one. So, and like these coins, a lot of these big ones are all going to pump. So many coins are going to pump when this bull market hits. When it truly hits, we just need to be patient, my friends. We just need to be patient. I think this is a buying opportunity. Personally, Elweed says that you think that Mary's going to hit 500 million. I hope so. Elweed. That'd be great. That would change my life. Take a look at Landlord Ronald on Solana. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. That's a little far-fetched. Never heard of it. Don't really want to peek at it right now, but I appreciate it. Throw some comments at me, guys. Who do we got in the chat here? We got Crypto West. We got El Wahid. We got Servando Estrada. We got John 316. We got Ants Crow. Shout out to all yo. Shout out to C Hicks as well, guys. If you haven't done so already, you want to take advantage of the volatility in crypto. You want to DCA into these markets. You want to leverage trade Bitcoin. Well, it's below the range, and you think it's going to come back up into this range. You think it's going to take you as you want to open up a long. Well, you could sign up for Blowfin. It's a new and upcoming exchange using our link down below. Check it out if you haven't done so already, my friends. What else is going on? Yeah, I changed up my seating. So normally I have like a recliner chair thing. I've been doing a stool lately. Changing it up. I've been going to the gym. I'm sore as could be. I could barely touch the back of my head right now, which is good. I've been going to the gym, been trying to do it right. DCAing into the crypto markets is one thing. DCAing on your health is another, right? And just go grind, guys. I'm trying to get back on the grind. I'm trying to get into the gym. I've been grinding with work, trying to grind with my life too. Get into the gym. Keep a good body, good mind, doing the thing. Servando Estrada liking Stacks, Near, and Chainlink. Near. Let's look at Near real quick. I'm curious. What's going on with Near? Everybody always talks about Chainlink. It's the trendiest token to talk about always in every bull market. CZ, so we got CZ, the CEO of Binance, in the chat saying health is the biggest wealth, Kip. Yeah, me and CZ were good friends. Me and CZ were good buddies. We used to spot each other at the gym. Totally. But I agree, CZ. Health is the biggest wealth. Love that name, man. Love that name. Totally no CZs. Totally no CZ. So let's do this, guys. Let's go ahead and pop on some of these little tunes just to get some little beats in the background. Let's look at Near a little bit. $5 billion market cap, rank number 19, Near Protocol. I always forget what near is. Never one that I really took a deep dive into. Binance, Coinbase, huge exchange listings. Oh, it's its only L1. Man, it does not get any hype. Nobody talks about near. Hey, are there like smart contracts on this thing yet? Servando, do you know? Are they doing anything? Yeah, it's like interesting, like Cardano, right? The only coin that I've ever heard of publicly on Cardano is SNEC. It's a meme coin. The only coin that I've ever heard of within the Avalanche ecosystem is Continued coin, the Rooster token. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? El Wahid says, hey, Kip, what are token suggestions at this time? Went wild on Alex Labs, good money made. My guy, I love it. Right now, the focus for me would be some of the tried and true solutions out there. I would say, I mean, today it's tougher to buy, but it's still at a huge discount. Stacks is still a great buy from at these levels. I think Jasmine's a great buy right now. You know, but inherently, like, there's more going on for Stacks than there is in Jasmine. Internet of Things, sell your data. I think the biggest play with Jasmine is just kind of the price action and the market cap and the community behind it. I think that's why that's got upside. But Stacks is like, there's a whole narrative behind it, right? There's like there's a whole DeFi economy. I'm gonna get more views on a Jasmine video than I am on a Stacks video, which is backwards because Stacks is the bigger opportunity. I think. I mean, it's a whole DeFi economy on top of Bitcoin, and then you could dive into the whole ecosystem within that. So, you know, you're talking about Alex Labs. Well, if you looked at Veller, right? Veller's way down. Stacks is way down. Other coins that I've been looking at, Caspa is something that I think you got to keep your eye on. And then you could buy a lot of these top protocols as well, whether it's, you know, Cardano or Avalanche or Solana even. It's got an ETF coming. You could front run the Solana ETF. Maybe you want to buy the tokens within the Solana ecosystem. CoinMarketCap makes it easy for you. You can look around and see, okay, you've got, you know, Pyth Network, you got Jupiter, you got the memes, obviously, Book of Meme, you've got Bonk, you've got all these other ones, right? The political meme coins on Solana. So, like, these are all the different things that I think about. But the question kind of just goes back to you. You know, what do you think is the best move right now? And the only way you can make that decision is doing your own digging and choosing a narrative that makes the most sense to you. And for me, one of the most sensible narratives in crypto is Stacks, to be honest with you guys. That is the most sensible narratives in crypto, all of cryptocurrency for me. It's Stacks, it's Stacks, it's Stacks. And to see it up today is not a surprise. I've been talking about it. I saw it at $1.30. I said, wow, what a discount. Absolutely insane. Absolutely beautiful discount. And then with that, you know, I've got into the top meme coin in the Stacks ecosystem, which is Welsh, which is coming up today, way down from its highs, 7x away from its highs. Maybe that goes well. Maybe it doesn't. That's a meme. You never know. You want to stay safe, you go with Bitcoin and ETH. Just depends how much money you want to make and how much risk you want to take. And then you kind of make your choices from there. Ondo, I know, the real world asset play, everybody's hyped about it. I don't love getting into the institutional oriented coins, right? Oh, I got a partnership with BlackRock. That's like a warning label to me, but some people are hyped about it. Inherently, I understand why that's bullish, but I'm scared of it. And I also think we got a long way to go before the real world assets thing actually takes place. Look back to the metaverse. You know, metaverse was so trendy. Is Sandbox doing anything right now? Right? Is Chili's token doing anything right now? The metaverse plays from the last bull cycle? No. Real world assets are maybe that right now. Also NFTs. Is anybody talking about NFTs right now? Nobody cares about NFTs right now. NFTs and metaverse. That was the last bull market. RWAs and gaming tokens. That's kind of this bull market. Maybe the gaming tokens are a little more further in their innovation. But I still think that these narratives come and go. And so you catch the hype, you make the profit, you take the profit, and then you wait for the next bull cycle. And you choose the narratives that make the most sense for you. I like looking at the Stacks ecosystem because it's a simple L1, L2 solution. You know, just like, you know, Solana L1, you've got Stacks, L2, you've got Arbitrum, L2, you know, you've got all these things. And there's a lot more that can happen with those things. And those are a little bit more real than this hypothetical RWA. Oh, it's going to come. It's going to be this. DPIN, and everybody's talking about DPIN. We got a long way to go for DPIN as well, but they're trendy. People like to talk about trendy things. Certainly huge opportunities there once these things actually pick up. And hey, you want to get in now? Well, you're very, very early, and I think that they're going to have a lot of hype. but you got to use your gut and your research and decide what narratives make the most sense to you. Okay, guys. Well, we've been live for 39 minutes. If you haven't done so already, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. If you want to trade these assets and accumulate on these dips, check out our pinned link in the chat on YouTube and in the description of our YouTube video. You can sign up for Blowfin, and when you deposit $2,000, you get a $300 free deposit bonus when you deposit some money into that exchange. So check it out. That's all I got for you in this one, though, guys. I'm Crypto Kip. This is the Crypto Report. Smash the like, subscribe to the channel. DCA HODL. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for the questions, guys. Tune in tomorrow. We'll do it again, and we'll do it again, and we'll keep going. Never going to stop, guys. Looking forward to some more bullish action, guys. I'll see you next time. Peace.